We're here with episode 11, and we're freshly back from Moscow, Dragon's Den studio in Penrith. Thank you for having us. Shout out to Lenovo, Dre Beats for sending us out this cool gear. Today we had on Malakai, Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. It was a mad episode, pretty funny. Got to know about them and some of their funny stories they shared with us. They played both for what country? Eagles, I think he said in rugby, Mal has, and Panthers, West Tigers, Panthers at wing. He's back, signed Panthers, and now Dallin is currently playing for Panthers as well, so they're back playing together, and he also plays for New Zealand. 5 years, he said. That's pretty crazy.
Up the mighty Panthers.
Catch up for us. Well, we've leveled up one. We're in the studio now, so that's a good move. Straight back from Moscow. Mark didn't get the decision we wanted, but you know, that is the fight game. But Moscow, Thailand.
Moscow's sick. Really sick. Mad place. Beautiful country.
Unexpected too.
Yeah. Didn't think it was gonna be like that, but it was sick. I liked the people. Food was good.
We're in a rap video.
Bro, we're in a rap video.
We went over, we met the real Goof.
Shout out to my boy Goof.
Dana, 495, CEO.
Shout out to everyone.
He's like the Eminem of Russia, and he's just killing it. We're in a rap video at the back going, I remember looking at you going, what are we doing? Because they're just rapping in Russian, we have no idea what they're saying. Imagine they're saying like some bad shit.
No.
We're just like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah. I don't know what I did though.
I saw some of your dance moves and then it just got less and less, and then I was like, okay, less movement. We got the...
You gotta have energy to be... They have different energy.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I really enjoyed my time in Russia. It was really good. The hotel we were staying was beautiful too.
Oh, man, what was it, a Hyatt? It was.
The Hyatt, Regency.
That was the best hotel we stayed in with UFC. New news that this will be released on the Wednesday, which is when we can release it. Signed with Shogun, so it's going to be JDS and Shogun. And we're on.
Bang.
Bang.
Just like that.
Australia. We talk about it a little bit in the episode, but get down to Adelaide, it's going to be a bomb. We're going to kill it. So.
We're going to at least have a fucking crack at it, that's for sure.
We're doing something. But it's on Channel 10 too, so getting the MMA into every household, we're part of that again. We're a part of that generation.
Yeah, so make sure you're ready for this, because
we're in camp now.
This is it.
It's all happening. We're in camp now. You were modelling, doing a little bit of modelling.
Yeah, you know, I remember talking about plus size modelling something before, but
yeah. What was it? Why is it such a big deal? One girl made it a big deal for you. He's like,
yeah, she
didn't believe in you. Said you'll never be a model.
Yeah, I ran into Johnny Big a few years back. I was probably a bit bigger than I am now.
What are we talking, 155?
I was Johnny Big.
You got a back section?
I was Johnny Big around these times, you know what I'm saying?
I was Johnny Bigger.
Anyway, the cunts are on the wall, you know, the models and that. And I said to the girl working there, so how do I become a model? She laughed hard, like, you know those laughs where you're like dickhead, that's a full proper laugh. Laughing. Yeah, that's enough of laughing, I know, yeah. Like, because I was kind of saying it as a semi-joke, but I kind of wanted to be. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know when they say a joke, but it hurts?
Fuck it. So I was like, yeah, bitch.
So now you're Johnny Big.
When you swing at Penrith, Johnny Big, you know who I am. I made it now. I'm doing photo shoots. So.
You're Johnny Big. So, face of Johnny Big.
It's a shame.
I signed with a model agency as well, so thanks.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This guy signs
with IMG,
doing proper things. I'm doing it. Proper? Yeah, I'm doing a room full of fat cunts. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. But that's what I'm saying. It's how I wear it. I wear it with pride, and that is what Johnny Big. That is what Johnny Big does for people like me. That's what Johnny Big represents. It represents having a big voice for big people,
for big things,
for big ass people.
All right. Before we get into the episode,
can I come to the proper modelling one? Or
I think so. I reckon they should give you a run. Why wouldn't they?
Reckon I'll get a
Don't
crack?
look over. What? You
reckon I'll get a crack in there? What?
What, you're going to be a movie
They go, I'll take your shirt.
Yeah, just hold this.
This next scene's shirtless. Nah, fuck up. That was a hard laugh. That's the laugh.
That was the laugh. I was showing you. I was trying to show you. We're trying to get back in there. All right, before we start the episode off, I just wanted to start with 3 jiu-jitsu moves. Don't read the answers. And I just want you to explain what you think it is. Yep.
The joke's on me, is it?
No, I just...
I know
if it's not...
I know fucking jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So there's just 3 different names that might not be commonly used.
So they're not commonly used?
No, like you might not have heard it. Like.
Oh, so, all right.
It is a move.
It's been done once.
No, it's been... They're common moves.
Go. I've probably
Go-go plata.
Go-go plata.
Yeah.
Simple.
I actually showed it too.
Yeah, simple.
Bang.
Come up, leg over the arm.
Yeah.
Sit up over the top. Arm around the back. Snap. What, dummy? You know it's it. Give me a belt.
What did you say, snap?
Snap. Up around. You know what I'm talking about. Up, arm around the back, snap.
Bang. All right, pretty close. I'm not gonna lie.
It's it.
Berimbolo.
Okay. The Baron.
Berimbolo.
The Baron bowler.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I used to do the Baron.
You know a different version.
I might be a different
further
version.
south. That's it. They teach it further south.
Baron bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next.
It's no.
Oh.
The Baron bowler. Is it a noun?
Beginning with.
Does it start with B?
Sounds like. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Last one. It's just a sweep, but last one on to electric chair.
The electric chair. Yeah. All right. He put your fingers up his bum. He goes.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's start the next episode. All right, let's get into that episode.
Okay.
Hope you enjoy.
Oh.
Let's go. We're back with another episode of the Halfcast podcast, episode 11. Look, you two sit up like it. Oh, we're ready. We got Dallin, Malakai, long family friends, current NRL players. So thanks for coming here.
No worries. Thanks for having us.
I wanted to start with just us and having 2 brothers, obviously at the highest level in NRL. Why do you think that happens? Like it's not really a fluke that comes, I think, from like family, like moral beliefs. It comes from getting hidings. Like this all makes into why you 2 are here. So, do you have any reasons? I'll go with other one first.
Yeah, I think our parents, mum and dad, sort of had brought us up really good. We always talk about them and how they got us to where we were, and yeah, even like you talked about the hidings you got. For me, it was probably it's helped me out a lot. Like even now, like I could have gotten in so much trouble. But
do you need a hiding now?
Sometimes the fear of my father like would change my mind and doing stuff.
So you got the worst hidings out of everyone all the time, just because you always got caught.
Yeah, I got caught. Yeah.
But you're also the biggest smartass. Yeah. Even when you see you playing on the field, you're always the one going at it.
Yeah. I do agree, because everyone seems to have like, oh, Dallin's this good boy, and he doesn't swear and a lot of things. But every time I see you on the TV,
the lips, it looks like
yeah.
I think you're saying "mom" or something, but it looks
you all good? You all good? You all right?
That must have been that's where you let it out.
That's what happens.
Well, you grow up with older brothers like these and you guys.
Yeah.
And you have to get cheeky back to them.
Otherwise, you're just going to cop it
slap, you cop a slap, but Yeah, to survive in our family, you had to be. Yeah.
I'm not really about that.
What about you? What do you reckon?
I think it's been you know, a massive reason is because of, you know, our family's all footy orientated. So like our cousins played it, like we played it since a young age, since the age of 4. So having that I guess family, what do you call it, like family bond towards rugby league. It kind of helped us grow and grew a drive in us to, you know, try and play on the big stage, and we're lucky enough that actually came to pass.
As well, do you think like a religion, you just have strong Mormon backgrounds? I grew up, that's how we met, a family like what I think we were born the same, very close, but that was the same thing. Do you reckon those beliefs as well got you through? Your whole family, it's good, you're one of the nicest families that you'll meet. We fell off the Mormon bus. Our bus was going very strong, and the Mormon bus, we got off on the wrong stop, and we haven't been back. But I've seen it. I've driven past many times.
Yeah, I think it's a big thing. You know, with our family being Mormon, like the morals have taught us. You know, whether we had the choice to, or whether, you know, the hidings kind of put us back onto that bus. So I think having those morals definitely helped towards, you know, training and you know, trying keeping us on the straight and narrow to help our footy. So that's definitely helped ours. Me at the moment, not so much. I've kind of hopped off the next stop after you, so Dale's at the moment.
That's why. Just when you're off the field, you're like almost off the bus. When you're on the field,
and across that white line, it's
I know Mal had a longer journey to the NRL. You went straight from juniors straight into Panthers, and Mal had a little bit of offs. Do you want to tell us a bit about that? How you got? Why you going back?
So with mine, like it took me a lot longer than Dal. You know, back when I was younger, I didn't have the mentality to train hard. You know, like obviously how you guys have now. So, you know, I remember my first preseason out of 20s. You know, I thought, you know, it was just going to fall in my lap. I was going to play first grade the following year. So I done no training during the off season. Ate Maccas like every second day, if not every day. And then I come back. I was unfit. I was coming last in all the fitness drills, and my skin falls, I think, were like 122. So trying to make
look at Dallin. 122. No.
I didn't think we knew each other.
That's good.
So with me trying to make my first impression into first grade, you know, it wasn't the best start for me, and you know, it took me, you know, 2 or 3 years to finally realise that, you know, it doesn't just take talent to get there. It takes hard work. You have to work hard for it.
And going from that, because I've obviously known you as well for a long time.
Yeah.
So what happened there? Because he did go, and obviously coming from everyone hearing, and he something happened with a deal, or what happened? Because doing what you did wasn't easy, and you did it pretty much from scratch. So were you at work, then you come back and
yeah. So I gave up a couple of times. Like I just thought, look, you know, I'm not getting paid to play footies. You know, I have to provide for my daughter who was newly born. So, you know, I kind of put the footy to the side and I started working full time. And so I did that, and you know, had Dal in my ear saying, look, you know, you just need to come back. You just need that one opportunity or that one break to get you to first grade. And I was and ahhing, you know, a couple of times, and Dal spoke to the reserve grade coach back at Penrith, and he said, look, is there a spot for me now to, you know, come in and try again? And you know, he was good. He was all on board. I had to start back in Ron Massey Cup and prove myself to play Cup. So I ended up doing that and coming back and playing Cup for the rest of the year, and you know, all kind of snowballed after that, and an opportunity. It just
a very hard thing to do.
Yeah, but all of that at the start, it would have been like,
I think
fuck.
I think the hardest thing would have been,
But what if I do this and I fuck up again?
Yeah, but that's I think that was because, you know how footy is. It's a roller coaster. It's a mental roller coaster. Yeah. So you're always up and down. So you know, I was knowing because I don't know whether, you know, I could take going back and getting that rejection again, or you know, it not working out, and I've wasted money, time away from my family, and it doesn't pay off. So I was weighing up those options, and you know, I thought, you know, I didn't want any regrets.
You got to have a crack.
That's it.
I think the hardest thing is what people don't realise is when you're in Ron Massey, under 20s players sort of have a higher profile than you. So under 20 players get sent back there to play. So for him to be like people are looked over, like he's looked over by 20s players, New South Wales Cup players, and then there's NRL.
Yeah, but that at the end of the day, I think all comes down to business for the. Because I think when you get older, you realise that as kids we played rugby league because we loved it.
Yeah.
Like, and fuck, that's what we were all doing. You go up the road, you're playing league, But then you get to an age where it's like, is it about playing league or is it about
doing it for the love or for the money? And that's what I think is different as well. Comes down to that business mindset, or even that being better. Like you had to believe in yourself to over the top of money. It had to be. It was almost illogical. It didn't make sense because you have to do it because you love it and believe that you're gonna get paid for it in the end.
Yeah, exactly. So, I used to have people come up to me and say, is it worth you going back? Like you're not getting paid. I'll go, well, that's a chance.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Do you look back on your life and go, man, that was my shot. I could have been the best, or now you've taken the shot and you missed it maybe, but you didn't, and you got there.
So. I don't want to look back and go, look, if I just come back this season, I could have, or what if. So it was good. Even if I failed, I came back and I failed, it didn't work out. At least I could say I gave it a shot again, like a proper crack.
And it was your go.
Yeah. And now look at you.
Now enjoying my time. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like just being able.
And now look at the watches.
You saw that? Did you see that? Did you see it shining?
Look at the watches.
We'll come back to it because I'll do a whole. Okay. I'll give him a whole.
But I'm just saying, look at the watches.
Oh, is that their watch?
Yeah. Just look at it. Yeah. Just look at it.
Is that too bright on the cameras? Is that what? But sorry. Yeah. But being professional and both athletes. I think that's where different. You said that roller coaster and being able to go through that. Like, how was the first couple? You didn't really have that break, so those couple first NRL games, were they really hard? Like, was it seeing the bit bright lights, everything faster?
I remember my first couple of games. I just remember it being like, wow, like the bright lights, and I'm playing against guys that last year or the year before, I was looking up to, superstars. I'm like, oh, like it's Greg English, for example, like just being on the same field as him and stuff like that. It's just, you get kind of starstruck, and I guess with the more games you play, the more kind of settles down, you kind of get into it, you kind of believe in yourself and get confidence. So
there's like things you don't think about that make a difference. Like when I walked James Tahuna out for the first time in his corner, you can feel the heat from the lights in the cage and like the roar of the crowd and just everything walking up the steps. Like you can feel your legs shake. It's like, it's crazy. It's like a different thing that you don't take into account before you go into step in there. So it's good to get to see it. What about you, Dallin? You just
so how does it feel that, like, because obviously when you play each other and stuff, it's your little brother for one, and for two, he's been playing in the NRL longer than you.
You got to pump him.
Like, so for three, you've been running, you've been chasing him. You've just been chasing him. Like, this can't, what happens when you're on the field? Is there?
I find it awkward.
Do you want to smash him or do you not?
No, because our family, how we're growing up, to respect our elders and that. And that's kind of thing.
I know, but
smash him. And he looks
like,
over
if it wasn't for Dad,
he looks over at your mum, and Dallin's about to hit it, and looks over at his mum, and like,
yeah, but
you're right. Yeah, don't you hit him?
I'm talking about how you feel.
Yeah, it is awkward. It's like, especially our first game that we went up against each other, like we were opposite wings, so it was a bit awkward. Like we're like, oh, fetch, if he gets the ball, I'm gonna have to hit him, or something like that. Or you're like, do I hit him too hard?
If I played my brother, I'd love to.
Yeah,
just not like just in.
Just to go at it, yeah, exactly. Well, that's what.
Bro, you want to. Dallin,
You're the older brother.
Look, no, I'm not. I'm the younger, See?
No, it was good. It was a bit awkward, but it was awesome being on the same field and.
For sure, that'd be mad. That'd be mad.
Yeah,
but and now you're.
We played his first game. His first game we played together. I was centre, he was wing.
Yeah. I remember. I watched it.
I
come.
Having all the family there.
Yeah. You were there too.
Yeah,
bro,
Tyson was there.
So that's something like that you can't like, and that's like even though I say we would be fighting the same card, it's like it's fucking sick.
It's mad, eh?
It's mad.
Adelaide.
Yeah.
Just signed. I'm fighting Shogun. On the same card.
Nice.
Adelaide.
Nice try.
Fresh released on the Halfcast.
When's that?
December 2nd.
Phase 2, baby.
We told you we were gonna do
December
it.
2nd.
We told you
I
we
might
were
have
gonna
to
do
come.
it.
Yeah, I might have to.
What do you mean might
Is that
have to
a-
come?
is that a
You want to
Sunday?
book your tickets?
Sunday.
Oh no, when do you
Yeah,
go?
that's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah,
Well,
that'll be
weekend off.
pre-season
Oh
time.
man, man.
When do you come back?
Come back the 12th of
December.
November.
No,
Oh,
but,
no.
but if you're going,
The Kiwis.
So everybody that's watching UFC Adelaide,
be there.
We're gonna make it happen. It's
uh,
gonna be big.
it's gonna be a big one.
Well,
It's
I'll
gonna
flying
be,
out for
Yeah,
that
man.
one.
Me, JDS.
Me versus Shogun. Shogun beat Jamie. James Tahuna. JDS beat Mark. So they're both our mental, we're both training partners. We get them back. Australian soil, Brazil versus Australia. Let's go.
Malakai.
And I think, and I'm also sure Mark's on the card as well.
Oh, nice.
So,
Man.
You versus Malakai. Who's stronger? Don't get that gammy ass elbow out of here.
Show the elbow.
Show the elbow.
what is it? What is that?
Told you.
I heard in my last game.
What is it?
Bro, I elbow cunts and don't even get like that.
His elbow's pregnant. Like
And I think apparently I popped the bursa or something and then the fluid just came out.
Fuck you, just don't put the watch on that arm. Hey, don't put the watch on that arm, your fucking sales will go down. You'll fuck it all up.
So who's the better footballer?
Oh, this guy here.
Who's-
This guy here's a better one.
That's all right. He got football. You got the look. So
Dallin has been an
gun.
animal
Yeah.
forever,
Yeah.
and he's younger than me as well.
Yeah.
And he was just always been that kid that everyone was like, this
Everyone.
guy's.
He's
too-
your whole
he's good.
family, but as well. All
We
Zora-
actually we played in the first team to beat Paddy's in 50 years, baby.
Yeah.
First division.
Was that when I was
Dobbies.
touch judge?
MCS,
Dobbies,
yeah, he was a
yeah.
touch judge. And that one call
Yeah,
later.
and I was a touch judge and I had to make the call that won the game or something.
Imagine Dallin. He's like,
No, I remember I went like
good, easy. Dallin would be looking up. Good.
All good?
Yeah,
All good?
sweet.
Well, the last time I was touch judge, someone was bashed me.
Bro, so El Domi's team back then, Blake Austin?
Yeah, we had him as.
Blake
So,
Austin, so he's playing.
Dommy's is Saint
Saint Dominic's College.
the school that these guys went to.
If you don't know about Domi's, you don't know it at all.
No,
you
we're
know what I
talking to the
mean?
world. We're not talking to Penrith.
The world knows it.
That's
as
when
well.
I played for brothers as well.
That's when
Yes.
Ty first got his UFC practice and everything.
When?
On the field.
On the field at the train
wasn't
station.
even
At
me.
the train station.
That's where you were practicing.
Oh, yeah, nah. Hey, I remember one time, I remember we played Holy Cross.
Oh, the all.
It wasn't even me. It was teabags. Teabags. Grab this cunt out of the scrum and just
And
fed him about
headbutt it,
5 times. Doos. Then the whole crowd. Then the touch judge said it was me.
You got in trouble for it.
He goes, it was you who sent off. I'm not going to go, no, it was teabags. You should send me. Oh no, imagine me.
It was him. I'm good. I'm solid.
I remember another time when you played.
time.
I got sent off.
No, remember that? Yeah, remember that
And
time.
then the crowd were abusing me.
Yeah, you stuck. He walked off like this, giving the fingers.
What's that?
Oh, I'm not gonna put the fingers.
Because you know, about like that and that's
I'm not gonna put my fingers up.
He walked up like this. I go, what?
Muggle
With
box.
What was it called? Black Power?
This guy said something to him, and then he yelled back at him. The guy was standing up, and the guy just goes.
No, I
You're
really,
always starting fights.
Bro.
Don't you start.
you always start
You're
fights.
always the spy.
We had a mad team too.
That's you walk up to people like this.
Teaser,
Like hop an elbow or something.
Blake Austin, Nico,
Yeah, Tavita.
Tavita, Flicketel.
All playing.
Yeah, we had a gun
Man,
side.
back
we beat
then,
Paddy's when
Tory.
they had Moiser in that in
Yeah,
there, eh?
teaser.
Moiser.
Yeah, Moiser,
they had a gun
PJ
side.
Asiata,
Yeah, PJ.
Far out.
That was
What?
mad
Jonathan
one too.
Tate,
Jonathan-
you know, I was
yeah.
with-
Who used to play for Paddy's and he was a gun. Khalifa? Khalifa?
Oh, yeah, no.
What happened to because he was
Bullet's
a gun.
brother.
He was a gun.
Cliffy.
Liffey, yeah, Liffey. Yeah,
And he played dummies, didn't he?
Yeah. No, but he played for St. Pat's in the club, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
club
Yeah.
footy.
He was a gun?
Yeah, Cliffy, Bunga.
He fell off the cliff.
Cliffy goes to church with us.
Yeah.
He dates Tia.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's.
Were you always going to be footballers? Because your whole family is Zoram, he was a gun.
Yeah.
Joseph?
Fish.
No, and Jaden was actually a really good player. Like he was.
We were just talking about him, Jaden's the younger brother. He's he was the brains of the family.
He's the
brains.
He's the one in between us two.
Yeah. And he got both sides of the brains.
Yeah, he got both the brains.
Jaden.
He used to help you out with the test.
Jaden was in my year at school. There's probably a couple of tests where I could have required
His help.
a bit of.
Beep.
I know you finished. I watched you finish.
Leave it open on your table. Slide it over here.
Actually,
No, he's good at tests.
Actually, talking about dummies, Mr. Hobbs, he passed away. He was a mad teacher. At the time, when he was one of those teachers, at the time as a student, you hated him because he just thought it, like, fuck, he's always on my case. But when you grow up, you realise, fuck, he actually cared. He helped out a few boys, but he passed away. Fuck, he outlived a lot of years. So Hobbsy was a big boy, like really big boy, and I think he's one of those people you thought, oh, maybe he would have, but he stuck in for a bit.
Yeah.
So
Best teacher.
yeah, rest in peace, Hobbs. He's just well known in the
teachers?
Westerns.
Because
Teachers.
You're a kind of a kid. I was a kind of a kid as well. Teachers.
he wasn't a C-bomb of a kid.
Sorry.
You bring it down for him. Bring it down for him. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was a rat bag as a kid.
Rat
yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Rat bag's a good word.
Yeah.
Not many
Because-
teachers. I didn't.
Who was the teacher that said you wouldn't amount your geography teacher?
Oh,
Yeah,
You just were like getting everyone in trouble on this show.
My geography teacher said.
this guy just likes getting everyone in trouble on this show.
I remember, I'm not that person now.
Yeah, so you're better. I'm not that person anymore.
I have.
Like looking back, I was an idiot. Well, my geography teacher goes to me like, "You need to learn this stuff to get ahead in life." And I said, "Miss, geography. I don't want to be the weatherman."
He thought he was a man too when he said it, hey, I don't want to be the weatherman.
I looked straight at my mates and they started cracking up laughing. I was like, I thought, yeah, I'm the man. And then, yeah, looking back.
Get out!
Looking back, I should have actually learned stuff like that because it could help now. But, yeah.
What was your sixth? What was your sixth one? You need the sixth.
I don't want to say that one.
The sixth one.
I don't want to say that one.
The sixth one's the one.
That's
That's like the 6'9".
That's you.
That's you. Go.
Yeah, I think I was in year 7.
All right. Okay, I'll do it.
Year 7 or 8 with Mrs. I'm not going to say her name. She probably won't be on this. I want to be on this podcast. But she said, I was pretty much going nowhere in life. I was if I keep going the way I am, and it was very arrogant. So this is why I didn't want to say it. Yeah, she's my maths teacher.
The old you, though.
Yes. And she goes to me, I'm going nowhere in life. And I said, Miss, if you just teach me how to count to 6, I'll be sweet. She goes, oh, why is that? And I said, because there's only 6 tackles in a set.
And then he turned around to all the boys.
Imagine it turned all the boys again. You like that one, mate.
And then she was like, get out of this class now. And I was just like, oh my God. And I got home and spoke to my dad and
He goes 6. Yeah, you want 6? There's 2.
And it never happened again.
So you live and you learn.
Was it a big decision turning down Origin to play for New Zealand?
Yeah, I remember I had played 18s Origin and I had the opportunity to be able to represent Aussie schoolboys. And I mean, as a kid born in New Zealand, and like Mal said, our whole family's just football in New Zealand. And
so
it was always
for our American fan base. State of origin, we have New South Wales, Queensland. It's 2 teams that play against each other. And because he was born in Australia, you have the choice to play for them.
I was born in New Zealand, but I played I think it's something like your first rep game or something, or or where you played your juniors is where,
But then you chose to pick New Zealand instead of, and then that defaults away from Origin.
Yeah.
Can't play.
That's for the Americans. So, sorry.
For the Americans, it fucking confused me. I was fucking confused. I'm like,
it doesn't
what?
take a lot, but let's go.
Yeah, so I was
What?
Oh, fuck.
I was approached by I had the opportunity to play schoolboys, and I was approached by Steve Kearney and I think Tony Iro, and they had a meeting with me and asked if I wanted to pledge my allegiance to New Zealand, and I always wanted to. So for them coming out of their way, especially the head coach of the Kiwis, and coming to me and asking me, would you want to pledge? I said to them, yeah, look, you coming here is, my mind was already made up, but you guys coming here just makes me feel a bit important, and you guys make me feel at home. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. I'll 100% pledge to the Kiwis.
Nice.
And
Now, how many years has it been now?
oh, it's been 5 years now.
Oh, you've been playing for ages.
But yeah, and it also came down to where, because obviously you get a lot more money with Origin. Obviously, I have to make that team first. It's pretty hard to make an Origin team, but there's a lot of money involved with Australia, and at the end of the day, it came down to where I was going to play my best, and I couldn't stand against New Zealand and them doing the haka to me, because it's what we do all the time, and I probably want to join in with them, and I just couldn't. Yeah, that's what it came down to. I couldn't stand in front of them watching them do the haka to me.
Yeah. That would be hard.
I couldn't. So, and man, the choice I made to do that has been the best thing for me. I never regret that, and I was lucky.
Looking back on it, what 5 years is at 23 years old playing at the top highest level? How's your body hold up for both of you? I know you footballers, like we were just talking. You just finished the season. You'll be back in pre-season in November. How's the body holding up for both of you?
Oh, for me, I've had a lot of injuries, but most of my injuries have come in pre-season, so it hasn't been too bad. And I think this year's the first year I actually really focused on my recovery, because I'm 23.
Yeah.
And
you're not fully developed yet, are you?
Yeah, and but I felt like my body felt like it was 40 years old. I felt
because I felt a 40-year-old man.
But
that's what it felt like.
My body felt old, and I said, surely I'm doing something wrong. I'm 23.
No, I get it. This is the first year. I'm the same, but I've only just started concentrating on nutrition and
when I was younger, I used to stretch every night. I used to do things like religiously, and finally this year I've gone back to those kind of things.
Me too.
Trying to go back to when I was a kid and what I used to do.
Same.
And stretching. Stretching was a massive one, and this year has been the best for me. Like, I broke my jaw, so you can't really help that. But and I had a little.
I bet the family loves that.
I actually lost a bit of weight. I actually lost a bit of weight for a little bit, so it was good.
Straight to the store.
Yeah, but and then I had a little 2-week hammy injury. But other than that, it's probably been my best year this year in the NRL. I feel. Nice. I think just the confidence of the last couple of years.
Yeah, and you're saying you've dropped weight as well, though.
Yeah, I used to play at 98, and I'm playing around like 91, 92.
But that comes with time. Like, you've been playing 5 years now. I think you'll be going on to, like, what they would call a fucking...
He's leveling up.
Yeah,
he's leveling up. He's a vet.
You're like a vet.
At 23 years old.
That's
people will be looking up to you. You'll be...
But what happens from here for you? What do you do to make your game better, like, to stay in the game?
I think just setting higher goals than what I have been.
Have to. You can't ever reach
5 years ago, I've achieved the goals I've set in, like, physically, like in rugby league, and I think you just got to set higher goals. Like.
Is that what you like do as well? Because I've been seeing like both your paths, but now I see something else coming from you, like what you're doing, not just playing footy on but off the field.
Yeah, definitely. Like as Dale said, like setting those small goals every year or like every month even, just helps you push and have something in sight to achieve. So with like a physical, like being fitter, being faster, being stronger, that's only going to help on the field. So those small little things is definitely something that's helped me personally, but Dell as well.
And that's it, just leveling it up each time. Once you realise it, because you don't realise it until you do it, and then you go, man, I've been doing this a long time ago. But now,
I listened to this theme for a game, and one of the quotes in it is like,
if you want to feed a fish, if you feed the fish for the day, if you teach him to fish, the fish. No. Okay, please, sorry. Jump in there. Go down.
From the Beninging.
From the Beninging.
From the Beningings.
Go. Sorry, you read
it
the
just
quote.
talks about when you get to the top of that mountain, you find a bigger mountain. It's like that.
Sorry, bro. No, I know. I'm laughing, but
It's like that, exactly.
Wait, so when there's a mountain, there's a bigger mountain.
I know what you mean.
So inspirational, nigga.
No, it is because it's what gets to you. It's what you read. So someone else might read what mountain is a bigger mountain. They go, that's nothing. But if that's what made it, I know what you're saying. He's gonna keep going on you. I know. It's whatever gets through to you because you can read 100 self-help books. And not one of them might get through to you, but it's that one that hits home or you understand. He's a fucking
No more questions from
So, you have a baby on the... I was trying to give it a... You've got a baby on the way.
So the mountain.
It's about the mountain. You've got a baby on the way.
Yep, I got a
Congratulations.
little girl on the way. Yep.
I'm done.
Yeah, no more? No more?
Enough, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, I've got a boy, girl, so...
We'll see, because Zelezniaks
No, he's
are
like-
baby factories. As soon as you get married, bang, 10 kids. That's it.
Well, there were 6 of us, so you know...
We learned from the best.
Exactly. But no, I'm just having 2, but all the rest are breeding like rabbits. So.
I
I'll let them do it.
actually watched. So I don't know. I'm not a Mormon or nothing, but I don't know.
Here we go.
What I was just saying. I was watching on Netflix.
Yeah.
There's this show, and it's about like these families. They live in this like community.
Colts.
Amish.
No,
Are they Amish?
no, they're Mormons, so they have several wives.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So is this something? Is this something?
Yeah.
That's how it used to be. So there's still people so we're Mormons,
Yeah.
But there's
members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and then we practiced polygamy back in the day.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. So we won't get into that, but we stopped.
Well, let me get into this one guy.
Let me explain. They stopped that ages ago, and then some people didn't like that and stopped.
Yeah, it was all
So
the
they
guys
wanted to
that had
keep
7
doing
wives.
it. So
Yeah.
they separated from that from our
Well,
religion.
these buds have separated, all right. Because listen to this. Whatever it is, polygamy, whatever it is, he's got it down pat. So he's
Got the pyramids.
he's coursing this other girl,
Yes.
courting.
Courting.
This other girl, and then he goes, so he wants to buy her a wedding ring, and he gets his other 2 wives to sit next to him and help him pick out this. And I said, whatever that is, he's got it down pat.
He knows what he's doing.
He's
doing it.
he's the first grader of that thing. Because that.
He's in a full boat with
Well,
the
listen
legs
to
on the
this.
paddle.
He's got this house. So it's double-story house, and he's got 3 wives, and there's like maybe 4 kids, 1 kid, like.
Yeah.
And he would go through and just kiss and say hello to everyone. How do you remember all the kids' names?
How do you remember who you don't like? That's a quick one. It's too much,
I
but
heard too. Say that they buy one of the wives a dress, he has to get every single one of them the same.
The same.
Yeah, like he has to get them a dress too. Like he has
Yeah,
to,
because they were doing the.
like you can't be unfair.
So
to
on
someone.
this thing, the Netflix, the Valentine's Day comes around, and old bud separates them by giving them how many kids the roses. The kids. He goes, "These 4 roses for you because we've got 4 kids or something." But whatever he did, my man's holding it down.
He's got it down pat.
How expensive must his life be?
How busy.
That's what I was saying. What are they up to?
Oh, I have no idea.
Because they used to see that.
Why are you asking Dallin?
I don't know. It just came up.
There's so many things that split off. Like some
Yeah.
like
Oh no, yeah. It's full. Yeah.
There's a religion that's Jedi that's from Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
there's
pretty
heaps.
big. Like,
There's full on shit going around now. People can't even fucking do nothing.
Who's a person that you each look up to as a mentor?
mentor. Probably my father. He just taught me how to.
My answer.
No, he just taught me how to
He's
work.
even stealing answers still. He's still cheating on the test.
He's still beating me. He beat me to the answer.
He obviously
about
taught us how to
say
work hard. Like he was always doing like 6 kids to support 6
Like your
kids.
dad too.
Yeah, like they worked together too, and they were doing double shifts.
I think they were,
overtime.
I think they were doing double training of how to give hidings too.
Yeah.
I think they got together,
I
came
felt-
up with the same ideas.
I felt sorry for the people they went to work with, because if he was getting angry at us at home, all his frustration was taken out to them. So they must be thinking like, oh, he must have had a bad day at home again with the kids.
Dallin must have been talking back again.
Dallin.
So you were going to say that as well,
Yeah,
but he stole your answer.
And for the same reason, yeah, obviously.
So sporting-wise, do you have a role model that you look up to, or like?
Yeah, mine was coming through was Will Hopewadi, because he obviously from the same religion, and he sort of just taught me how like we could still live our standards, but be playing at top of the NRL and killing it, because he was killing it when before he left on his mission, and still now. But yeah, he's someone that I still look up to this day, and get to message him every now and then, and if I need any advice, I could go to him, and yeah, it's sweet.
No.
I think growing up, even Dal will knows that, you know, we looked up to Benji. Everyone wanted to do the Benji steps. So I remember growing up, you know, I just wanted to be like Benji. So he's someone in the sporting like in our sport that I looked up to.
Yeah.
Was that pretty cool playing for the Tigers then?
Oh yeah.
Ben,
That was a tick off the bucket list, you know, just being able to meet him, but let alone, you know, train with him and play with him is.
It was mad. I got to play. They were playing Call of Duty one time. I joined their chat and that. I was playing with Benji Marshall, and I was like, bro, I got your back. You go.
So there's a question. What's your biggest crutch? Like, obviously it's not alcohol
Crutch?
or.
Like.
Hobby.
Who knows?
Yeah.
What's the
No, like what's your bad habit? What's your like? Do you eat really bad, or
I used to. Probably
or is it like gaming? Is it?
yeah, probably gaming.
You just said yes to most.
You said used to be eating, but now my eating's sweet. I finally growing up. I realised when I was younger I could eat whatever I want and stay skinny. But now when I go a week off, so I'll start putting on weight.
When you're old as 23. Fucking hell.
Now I even look at the cake and go straight to my ass.
I'm 23 now.
It's all downhill.
Fucking, you know, it's hard, you know.
Yeah. Do you have a crutch?
Mine would probably be like Fortnite. Playing Fortnite would probably be mine. Like I don't play it often.
Yeah, it's hard not getting any kills.
Here we go. He's the biggest donut king. This one here. Play with him, you won't get any wins.
So what's the lingo there?
When I play with him, when
when
I play with him, people run past me. No, hide in the bush.
Oh,
Let them go. I'm like, bro, why are we playing this then?
He's lying. He's the biggest liar.
Trust me.
Yeah. If I was to pick one, it'd be that. It'd be Fortnite. I don't play it often, but yeah, if I had to pick one, it'd be Fortnite.
Nice. Before we wrap up this segment, let's this is what we're saying off the field. Hey, it's been a big part. The watches. Explain how it happened. What's the go? Where are they at? Where we can get them from?
So we were talking about me and the missus were talking about trying to do something outside of footy, because footy doesn't last your whole life. It lasts, if you're lucky, 2 to 3 years plus. So we wanted to find something that we could do outside of footy, or to help set us up for after footy. So I had no idea. I was thinking maybe shirts or shoe. I don't know. I didn't have anything. And then Mrs. just goes, "Oh, why don't you do watches?" And I was like, "I have no idea we're going to start with watches." So we've done some research on it, found a manufacturer, went back and forth, and found that we got samples sent over and stuff like that, and it all just started coming together, and then we have W's Lesnar, like Dal studied.
Use both in it together.
Yep. So the Dal studied cert 3 and 4.
that's why I asked, because he's like,
don't ask me.
back and forth.
No, I studied. I
do business. I do
my cert 3 and 4.
Yeah,
so it's small business.
So I know nothing
Cert 3, 4.
about business.
It's something.
That's mad. No, that's mad.
I'm more towards like the design side of it. Like I studied graphic design, so like that's what I like. That's what I enjoy. Whereas the running of the business side, like I have no clue. Like I don't even know the basics of it. Whereas Dal knows the basics. He helps me out with the day-to-day running of it. So just having his brains and my brain, half a brain, put it together, you make a...
If you have one mountain and the bigger mountain...
No, but...
Don't need geography for that.
Yeah, so it just seems to work out. So it's something we enjoy. Like it's a bit of a hobby away from footy. Like it's everyone says you needed something away from your sport or your work. So this is something that gives us a bit of a release to have fun and enjoy.
And not even that, just looking to the future. Hey, that's a big thing. That can be as big as you guys want it. What are you just doing? Is it like mid-range watches now?
Yeah.
And
so at the moment we're doing like your mid-range watches, but we eventually want to get into your Swiss made, gold plated eventually. Get to that. So that's our bigger goal. How we're talking about setting goals. That's the end goal there. But at the moment it's mid-range and trying to push them into stores and stuff like that. So that's our plans at the moment. A few new designs, get them out and stay current.
Where can you get them from at the moment?
So at the moment you go to our website www.wzelezniak.com.au. and buy a watch.
What colours? Is it just gold and black?
So at the moment we have gold, black, and then we've got a silver one as well. And we've got women watches as well. But we're getting our new designs coming in just before Christmas, so be ready for your Christmas presents and stuff like that.
Nice.
Because buy a watch.
I think
they're actually good
very
looking watches.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, sleek. But
I'd probably look.
Is it true? Do you know about the tax for professional athletes? Is that going up this year?
Shit.
Oh,
Is it going up?
I think so. That's what Andrew was saying. So, but it's already at 40%, I think, isn't it?
I think it's like 42.
Well, the Prime Minister is actually he's a Cronulla Sharks fan.
So maybe bring it back down for us. Hopefully, leave some.
Please,
because the people don't understand as well. Like, you can half the money straight away for an athlete because they are getting paid more, but they're only doing it for a short period of time.
Yeah. Exactly.
If there's injury, anything, that's it. Like your bodies can only last.
That'd be the best if they put taxes down.
You get smashed, especially so we get whatever country you're in, we get taxed. So I fought in Canada, Las Vegas. He's fought in America, but it's
is it worse? Is it worse in other countries?
Depends. You have to be able to claim it back. It's I let the accountant do that because I don't know what's going on.
I've just been crunching numbers.
Crunching numbers. Just crunching a couple numbers.
Shout out to Dragon's Den Music Studio.
Oh no, we're not finished.
I know, I'm just shouting them out for the sport. Back to you.
No, we're gonna do the intro. That's what we're talking about when you got lost.
Oh, okay.
Right, we're still here.
I'm lost. Yeah.
All right, before we go, let's go 3 people who you'd like to have dinner with. Any 3 people.
What?
He looks me dead in the eyes. He goes, 3 people. I don't know if he was asking me back or go. Anyone.
What's free pasta?
Probably my grandpa Steve, who used to captain the Kiwis.
Yeah.
Wow.
My grandfather and my other grandfather.
So, all grandfathers?
Yeah.
Your
So my great grandfather
Oh, okay.
and my 2 grandfathers on my mum and dad's side.
Nice.
3 people.
Stole his question.
Yeah, that's my answer.
He stole it.
Because now it's worse.
Yeah.
Because he was going to say like some business person or something.
Now, if I don't say anybody.
If I don't say anyone related to it,
my uncle, my aunt. 3. I would like, Kanye West.
I should have said alive. That would have made it easier.
All right, let me go again.
Go again. Sorry. Let me go again.
Far, you asked the question.
No. That's why I said it's my fault. I should have said
Yeah.
alive.
Okay.
I messed up. It was my
Okay,
fault.
so probably Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and who's who do I look up to?
So the LA Lakers.
No, I'm trying to think of his name. What's his name?
You able to meet him that bad?
Well, he's dead, but I can say it. I can say it. Albert Einstein, if you're the man to me. Come on.
Did he say Einstein?
If you're the man to me.
What are you gonna talk? What are you gonna talk with him about?
You'd be the only person that I could relate with.
That's the only person that would understand what level I'm on, where I'm at. People think I'm dumb, but I'm just so far ahead. Okay, well, we got 2.5. That answer. Now,
Mine would be Kanye West.
Kanye West?
He's the man. It'd be Kanye West, then it would
If you
be
gave me some
Michael
Yeezys,
Jordan. Actually, we both grew up wanting to be like Michael Jordan. Couldn't play ball, but anyway, Michael Jordan.
They all played ball, by the way. They
tried to play ball.
And Zora
Time as well, he was good. And my third one would probably have to be Richie McCaw.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd like to sit down.
Yeah, Richie McCaw, he's the man.
He's the man.
Thank you very much, boys. It's been a pleasure having you on. And Matt, episode, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Thanks, boys. Good luck with the watches and the season.
She buy a watch. This guy.
He missed the answer to give me. Yeah, the watch. Oh, what's it? Before you go, what's your thoughts on the Mad Monday stuff? I know you don't party and stuff like that, but
I think you know.
I'm a driver.
The boys at the end of the season.
Uber
You know,
driver.
it's just a time to come together as a group. You know, boys are leaving.
The fucking party and fucking celebrate.
have a good time,
You
enjoy
play
the
all
season.
year in and out every week for your mates on the field. Every fucking week. And if you want to party for a weekend, so fucking be it.
I think if you're going to obviously
you go back straight into pre-season.
It's about 6 weeks is the minimum time that you get off,
And that's your whole year, and you're straight over Christmas, everything you're back in. That's what, exactly.
I think
They're all normal people.
I think you just gotta
I want to go over.
be smart about it. Like obviously, there's heaps of kids that look up to you and don't want to see you in the media. And
But that's
But
why it's immediate. They're not going into playgrounds.
that's what I'm saying. Be
They're
smart
not
about
going-
it.
they're adults.
Go somewhere. Go somewhere where the media won't be. It's in a controlled environment with security, like because Penrith gets security guards. And make sure everything's all right.
Well, that's another point you say.
And you just gotta be
Or you
smart.
hire a boat. You know, like for us, we had a boat, so we could go out and have a good time just with the boys on the boat. And
but even that's not safe. Like in media, that's how is that? So how can you dancing with a shirt off in there look any different to being?
It's just the perception that NRL has right now and everyone's just wanted to. I'm sure AFL, I'm sure they have their Mad Mondays, but you never ever see it in the media.
You're also saying, I think, with a good point where you're like role models, but are they? But they're 18-year-old kids straight out of high school giving $300,000. What are you going to do when you're a kid getting that much money and straight? You're not a role model yet. You got to learn to.
Situation.
He's a very good.
I think that just came from my religion.
Yeah, for sure.
And knowing
Beliefs.
Yeah, my beliefs and the way I was brought up. But yeah, you're right. You get given money, and you get taught that gambling's awesome to do. Like drinking every weekend is good to do. And me personally, I think it's wrong when you're trying to make it a career of yours. Some people might get away with it. Some people might just be freaks and get away with it. But at the end of the day,
And you don't know when do we get given this money, how to save, how to buy a house, how to start a business.
Yeah, I had really good people supporting. I had my manager, who's ridiculous, Tyron Smith, and he's just.
But then again, so rugby league, when you go through those stages of playing, Harold Mats, SG Ball, obviously when you go higher, they help you. They do give you a lot of help compared to other sports.
Yeah, it's true. Like that they have programs and that for fight kids coming up, and you have
the choice is there. It's just up to the boys because I was also one of those. You sit there and you're like, I'm not fucking gonna go see that bitch.
Yeah,
you're like, you know what I mean? They go when you're that age and you're playing footy, you're young, you're dumb. You think, I'm not gonna have to go waste my time do that. I'm gonna. A lot of people think. Like
but that's why you're not a role model yet, because you're not knowing what's...
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I understand what you're saying. The next one is they have made it to where they are. But it's also like, these guys just played a whole season. Like, let the guys breathe.
Yeah, it's the culture. If the culture changes, then...
Yeah, but it's never been like that. There's been Mad Mondays back in... Mad Mondays back in the... And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Phone cameras, you've got cameras on phones. The public can take videos now, and it's up on every like it's on social media, it's on all the news channels. So it's not just the paparazzi.
It's hard, but it's also hard for the people, the guys, you guys.
At the end of the day, like, it's your life to make your decisions, and
you just have to live with the consequences.
And everyone can judge you. Everyone can judge you for what you want to do, and at the end of the day, if you can live with it and sleep at night, then
for sure,
it's your life.
I got off on a bit of a tangent there. Thanks, boys.
We did.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Dragon's Den Studio for having us. Sporting News, Muscle Bros as always, and that's a wrap.